You are not broken. You're just beginning. Maybe you're here with an empty savings account, a fresh divorce decree, or a mind full of money anxiety. Maybe it's been months or years since someone else made all the financial decisions, and now it's just you. Scary, exhausting, overwhelming.
But let me be clear, you are not behind, you are waking up.
Hi, I created this space because I've been exactly where you are. When my life fell apart, I didn't just need financial tips. I needed someone to say, you're not crazy and you're not alone. So that's what I'm saying to you right now. And I want to introduce you to someone special, Penny the Bowerbird. Penny is our channel's guide and mascot. She's soft, strong, and seriously underrated, just like so many women I know. In her nest, she's building a life with twigs, coins, moss, and gems. Each item is a win, a tiny step towards stability, safety, and freedom.
But nearby, there's a grumpy little cuckoo bird. It's always watching, always guarding its pastel depth eggs, ready to drop into Penny's nest and make a mess. And Penny, she doesn't let it, she keeps building anyway. That's what we're doing here.
This channel is for women who are rebuilding from something, a breakup, a burnout, a system that never taught us how to do this. Over the next 30 days, we'll talk about why your first $1,000 is more powerful than you think, how to build a budget that actually feels freeing, and why investing doesn't have to be scary or complicated.
This space isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And it's built for you, whether you're 28, 48, or 68.
So if you feel that little spark in your chest, if something in you just whispered yes, type begin in the comments. That's it. One word, one new start. Subscribe if you haven't, because this time we're doing it with support, with clarity, and with Penny by our side. Let's begin. Let me tell you a little more about why I'm here and why I know this matters. A few years ago, I found myself staring at a stack of unopened bills, a half empty checking account, and a quiet house that used to feel full. I had just ended a relationship where someone else handled the money completely, and I let them, not because I wasn't capable, but because somewhere deep down I felt maybe I wasn't allowed to take up that space. Maybe I wasn't good with money. Maybe I'd just messed it up.
Sound familiar?
When everything ended, suddenly it wasn't just a relationship that broke. My sense of confidence, safety, and direction shattered with it. I didn't even know what accounts we had, let alone how to make a plan for myself. I remember Googling, late at night, things like how to start over financially after divorce and what to do when you feel behind in life. That moment was the beginning, not because I had answers, but because I stopped pretending. Maybe you're here because you're pretending less too. Maybe your ex handled the money. Maybe no one ever taught you how to manage your own. Maybe you've been so focused on surviving, on your kids, your job, your healing, that you haven't had time to sit down and figure this out. And now you want better. Not flashy, not perfect, just better. Better sleep at night, better understanding of your bank account, better conversations with your kids or your future partner, better boundaries, better days. Here's the truth most financial advice forgets money is never just about money, it's about power, it's about identity, and it's especially about the stories we were told or not told as women.
I was told to be careful, not powerful, to save but never invest, to let someone else handle the hard stuff. And when I looked around, almost every woman I knew had some version of that same story. We weren't broken, we were unprepared, and it wasn't our fault. But now it's our time.
That's why I don't believe in quick fixes. I believe in rebuilding, in steady, patient work, in collecting your own twigs and shiny treasures, just like Penny does. Because when you build your own nest, your own plan, your own confidence, no one can take it from you. Penny isn't flashy, she's not fast. She's intentional, she's playful, she's building something that lasts. And so are you. But I also believe you shouldn't have to do it alone. That's why this channel exists. That's why Penny's here, to remind you that even if you're working with scraps right now, you're already building something beautiful.
You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to get it perfect. You just need to take the next step. And then the one after that. I'll be here the whole way.
So tell me in the comments what part of your money story are you ready to change? What belief, what fear, what habit are you ready to release? Let's talk about it, let's name it, and then let's replace it with something stronger. You're not alone, and you're not behind. You're just beginning with wisdom, with clarity, and with a power by your side. So now that you know a little more about me and why I created this space, let me tell you what you can expect what this channel is going to give you. Because this isn't just another budgeting channel, this is a rebuilding journey, financially, emotionally, and personally. We don't separate those things here, they all matter, and you matter.
This is a space built for women who've had to restart, whether by choice or by force, women who've woken up in their 30s, 40s, or beyond and thought no one ever taught me how to do this, and now it's all on me. Here's what you'll get over the next 30 days and beyond.
Week 1, Chaos to Clarity. We'll start with the emotional reset. That might sound soft, but it's the most important part. Because if you're carrying shame, fear, or guilt around money, no spreadsheet will ever stick. We'll start with your mindset, your why, and your very first financial win, your freedom fund. It's your safety net, your pause button, and your quiet power. Week 2, Practical systems that actually work. We'll get into real tools, budgeting that doesn't feel like punishment, organizing your bank accounts so they finally make sense, side hustles, credit scores, and yes, how to tackle debt without losing your mind. No guilt, no judgment, just structure and strategies that honor your real life. Week 3, Building your future.
Investing, wealth building, retirement accounts like Roth IRAs and 401ks. We'll talk about how to plan for a future that's yours, even if you've never invested a dollar. Even if you're starting late, spoiler, it's not too late. You're right on time.
Week 4, Thriving on your terms. This is where we zoom out. Insurance, estate planning, guilt free spending, travel hacking, rituals to help you track your progress without shame. We'll also celebrate your wins because you're not just surviving anymore, you're building something solid. And all of this, it's built around one core belief. You are the CEO of your own life. Not your ex, not your boss, not the economy, you. Every video is made with your real life in mind, not some influencer fantasy, no complicated jargon, no condescension, no pressure to be perfect, just the truth, the tools, and the support you need to make your next chapter your best one.
You'll also see more of Penny the Bowerbird in every video. She's our guide and reminder. She'll be building to finding her treasures, dodging that pesky cuckoo, and showing you that tiny progress still counts. Her nest will grow as yours does. She's proof that security isn't something you wait for, it's something you build. And you'll never be alone. In the comments, we're building a community. Women who share stories, who lift each other up, who drop beginning wins and tweaks as code words to say, hey, I'm in this with you.
So if you're ready to not just learn about money, but to feel safe, smart, and seen while doing it, this is your place. Subscribe now. Turn on notifications because the next video, it's about your very first $1,000 and why that simple goal changes everything. We're doing this, you're doing this.
And Penny and I will be right here every step of the way.
Before you go, I want you to take one deep breath and let this sink in.
You are not broken, you're just beginning. Whatever brought you here, loss, burnout, frustration, fear, you're allowed to start over, you're allowed to change the story, you're allowed to build something that's yours. This channel isn't about chasing wealth for status, it's about building freedom. Financial, emotional, and personal. It's about being able to sleep at night, about walking into a grocery store without holding your breath, about saying, I've got me, and believing it.
And you do. You've got this. You've got Penny and me. And soon you'll have a whole community of women walking this path beside you. There will be moments that feel messy. There will be setbacks, but that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're building, just like Penny twig by twig, treasure by treasure, step by step. She doesn't wait for permission. She doesn't wait for perfection. She starts with what she has. And look at her. Her nest is growing, glowing full of color and care. So will yours. So what's your next right step? If this video spoke to something inside you, don't let that feeling pass. Type begin in the comments right now, just one word. That's your first step. That's your permission slip. That's you saying, I'm ready.
And if you're thinking maybe I'll subscribe later, don't wait. Subscribe now, turn on notifications because the next video, it's about your very first $1,000 and why that simple, powerful move changes everything.
We're gonna walk through it together, step by step. No overwhelm, no shame, just progress, just clarity. This channel is a place for growth, for honesty, for rebuilding without apology.
And just in case no one told you this today, I am so proud of you, not for having it all together, but for showing up, for choosing yourself, for daring to believe in something better.
Let's build something beautiful. Together.